Hi ladies, my name is Lori and I will never diet again. I'm a conservative Christian, a wife, mother, grandmother, pastor's wife, and my family and I have lived in Mexico since 2004. I'm so glad you've come to join me today. Welcome to my kitchen. Today is weigh-in day. I have to report, be held accountable, right? I wish that I had a great big number to give you, but I don't. I have a lot of excuses to give you this week. Yes, I do. See, earlier in the week, I left and went on a trip, and I went from a mile high down to sea level, and for some reason at sea level, well, y'all probably knew this, that we weigh more. When I wake up at sea level on weigh-in day, well, it doesn't look too good. Well, not as good as it would if I were to wake up here at a mile high, where I would weigh less. This week, I lost 1/4 pound for a total of 11.6 pounds. And I'm hoping that's gonna change. I'll tell you the other things that I did that's an excuse. I started making potato nuggets because my husband asked for them. I thought, oh, this is great. I mean, something is happening with my husband. He keeps, this year he's been asking for my food. So I made him up some potato nuggets, and then I decided, because I've forgotten. I mean, it's been a while since I posted the original video on how to make those lentil potato nuggets. Well, apparently those lentil nuggets give me the vapors. Do you remember Mrs. Olson getting the vapors on Little House on the Prairie? I decided I would make a batch of regular potato nuggets and found my recipe after the fact in my playlist on my channel. But needless to say, because I was taping the whole thing and I made a big mess out of it. I added too much water, and they were really good hash browns at the end. I remembered that one of the reasons why I quit making potato nuggets is for some reason the rice just slows my system down. So I'm hoping next week I'll have a nice number to give you as things move their way out. It just takes it a little longer to leave my body. And I even put in psyllium husk. I thought, well, I'll add some psyllium husk because I know it really slows things down. So between traveling and eating rice over the last several days, things just were not moving, and I didn't have a really big number on the scale this week. So that's the truth. Another topic I'd like to bring up to you is, I was thinking this afternoon, is what is it like to live with chronic fatigue? Maybe some of you ladies have chronic fatigue, and I realize that some of the ladies have reached out to me and said, I have chronic fatigue too. And maybe some others aren't familiar with it, but it really stinks. I would say that when I was 38 was when the chronic fatigues first started hitting me, but then it was like bouts of it. Sometimes it was more, I had it worse than other times. And then I had long periods of time where I was relieved of it. And then as I got into my 40s, by the time I was 42, I had half of the energy, because I used to be able to clean my house and work out and I was fine. But by the time I was 42, I could do one or the other, but I couldn't do both anymore. And that was when I started seeking some help. I sought help from the medical doctor that I had at the time, who diagnosed me with fibromyalgia, which that was not acceptable at all. I wasn't going to accept that. To me, they just said they didn't know what in the world was wrong with me. But then because of that diagnosis, I was then told by my mother that she had it, and also cousins told me that they had it too. A lot of times the onset of fibromyalgia or chronic fatigue is from some sort of a trauma. And my mother, she was in a car accident, and cousins were in a car accident, and I could say I had sporting accidents. So, you know, it's definitely something related to the nerves, my nervous system. And my husband and I had a nice walk on the beach last night. We were talking about my energy level. My husband recalled that when I was younger and traveled to Greece, he told the person that I was traveling with to realize that I needed to get a full 9 hours of sleep. If I did not get a full 9 hours of sleep, I would be very, very tired. It's something that he recognized earlier on before the diagnosis. What does a day look like? It looks like you wake up and you're tired and achy already. It feels like I already worked out. I have a friend that comes to clean my house every week. I'm so appreciative that she comes to clean my house. And by the time she gets here to start working, I feel like I've already finished cleaning my house. I'm that exhausted. I'm just completely exhausted. That was one reason why my husband and I were talking about this last evening, is because I said last time I made videos, which was a year and a half to 2 years ago, I said I had a lot more energy. And he said, no, he said, you really didn't have a lot more energy. Like I was able to put it on for the videos, but really once the videos were stopped, then I was just back in the chair. It just gave me something to get up and do, and then the energy was drained out from me and I was just back sitting in the chair. I try to sleep better. We've done all kinds of things. The way we discovered about my sleeping problem was my husband bought us Fitbits back in the day when they first came out, and all of a sudden we could see he was getting a nice 6-8 hours of straight sleep, and Lori got 3. We could see the pattern that I was just wiggling all night long. That I had restless leg syndrome at the time, and it was just we didn't know it. Had no idea. So we tried buying better mattresses, 5 and 10 pound weighted blankets. I have a special pillow. I have the nice Tempur-Pedic sleeping mask, anything to help me sleep better. One thing he brought up last night that I think was super helpful, if you can't get a good night's sleep, well, of course, over time, it's just the sleep deprivation is gonna catch up with you and you're gonna be extremely, extremely tired. What my husband was saying was that if I could get a full 9 hours of sleep again, but I ended up staying up so late, and I said, well, it takes time to train my body, and I have been working on it for about 2 weeks now, or a week and a half to 2 weeks. I've been working on going to bed earlier. I am feeling it. It's something you have to feel. Once the sun starts going down, it's about 7:30 here, 7:38. I'm actually now ready to wind it down, go take a hot bath, and be laying in bed for quite a while. I don't mind. I'm just kind of on my phone, but I think I need to put the electronics away by 9 o'clock. Turn it off so that my body can then get used to shutting down and going to sleep between 9 and 10. If I wake up earlier, that's fine. I can wake up earlier. Maybe my body really doesn't need any more sleep. But if I wake up at 7 or between 6 and 7, that's wonderful. And if I've had that full night's sleep, let's just hope that I can retrain my body to do that so that I can be alleviated of this chronic fatigue. I don't know if there's anybody else out there that has tried this or would like to try it with me, but it'd be wonderful not only to get the weight down to where we're healthy and fit, but to also get rid of the chronic fatigue if the sleep pattern is what's causing us to not get enough rest. Still have the restlessness, and I didn't have any 2 nights ago, but last night I did, and I don't know what causes it. Now, yesterday I had a big day. Yesterday when we got up, we hiked a very big hill. And then we came in, had a wonderful breakfast. And then we went on a kayak ride. And oh, it was so exciting. My husband has to do most of the paddling, but oh, it was just wonderful. The water was so clear and blue and transparent, and I could see the ocean floor and the tropical fish, and it was absolutely fabulous. And I wanted to take the GoPro, but the battery was dead, so it'll have to be another time. But I've never seen the water so clear before. But I was looking for a whale because I did a little whale watching yesterday, and I actually caught it. on film. Can you see it? I don't know what else is out there. There's something else out there. I appreciate those moments so much. I don't get chances to do that all the time. But then I went back and cleaned up. I was vacuuming, mopping, and cleaning toilets and cleaning up the kitchen and doing laundry. And there at sea level, I was able to do those things. I did push myself a little bit because I needed to come back here today. But here at this level, sometimes just to make a meal and take a walk, and that's about all I can do. I'd like to do more. I'd like to feel better, and I'd like to have more energy. The other thing is my grandson's birthday is coming up, and they want to go to an amusement park, and I thought, oh, how's that going to work? Because I get tired so easily. And yesterday I was looking up a chair with wheels. I was thinking of like an umbrella stroller type chair, but I figured, hey, they have to have them for sporting events, right? That's what I was thinking. So I was looking for something like that where I could just kind of push it along, and if I needed to sit down or couldn't find a place to sit, I could sit down. I found it looks almost kind of like a suitcase kind of thing that has a little chair on it with wheels, and you can push it. And I'm trying to convince my husband to buy it for me because not only for this particular occasion, but sometimes I'm out shopping in the malls with my daughter and I need to find a place to sit, and well, in the last year and a half, sometimes there's no place to sit. So I could keep shopping. I'd like to have some place to sit down for a moment and kind of rest, and then I can do some more. Well, that's a little bit of what it's like to have chronic fatigue, is that you're always looking for a place to sit down. And I feel like I'm too young to have to do that, but when your body just says sit down and you can't just keep going, you just can't keep going, or you might turn down going someplace because even if it would be fun, even if it's eating out with your family, you might say no because you're just too tired. You just know that it's going to push you too far. So over the years, now I'm 53, I would say that my energy level, unfortunately, is only an eighth of what I used to have. I do want to get better, and that's why I have a little more energy at sea level. I like to be at sea level. I feel more energetic there, but there have been on occasions where I felt even a little too tired at sea level. But one of my goals that I have is to go ziplining again. I really want to do ziplining again. And it'd be nice to get back into a sleep pattern where if that really would help me to feel more energetic, I'm so willing to do it. So I'm willing to try. I do plan on posting a what I eat in a day video coming up on Thursday. Or any other time I might feel like posting something. Like and subscribe, please.